Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to him. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance. This dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Trying play action. Under fire. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Levin. Finds his tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The give to Caden Durham. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Over the middle, complete to Wilson. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They give it to him again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Ruiz. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah,
there he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Missouri wants to go fast.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Showing off the arms. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Simmons. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. Running inside, it's Roberts. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Simmons to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He breaks a tackle. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get into some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, give to Hardy. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Now here's Simmons. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it with Hardy.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's third and goal. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
There he goes. Inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll give it to Hardy. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw at Simmons. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Simmons. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air, it's Simmons. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds the tight end down the gut. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 11 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Trojans able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Levitt. He wants to go deep. Going up for grabs, and he beats his man and pulls it down.
And this QB and wide receiver, like, they are in lockstep. They know exactly where they're going to be. QB really trusting his receiver to make plays, and if I'm him, I'm just going to keep finding him, because so far the defense has had zero answer for this 1-2 combination.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today, because not only do they have to worry about the running backs, and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. The defense set them up with a turnover and now to try to cash it in. Finds his big tight end, and he's knocked down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
Turning it on! He is in! Touchdown LSU! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Here's Simmons to throw. Fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They had the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the D.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Tiger. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Simmons. Spits it out to the back. This time on target. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to Hardy. Got a little grass. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. On the run, it's Warner. Fighting off the defender. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Quick completion to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Simmons. He wants it all. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football.
Upstairs, he's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run inside. It's Berry. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss.
41, Missouri, 14. Numbers play. Set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. Missouri's offense heads out, ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Simmons to throw. Rushes on him. Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Nice grab in traffic. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
I like the play call offensively. I know they lost yards on that one, but you want to try to get this running back the ball in different ways, right? Handing it off, getting him out in the route tree, trying to sneak in some screen passes too.
The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Corner's going to give them room. Throwing Simmons. Fakes to grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understanding late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now on 2nd down. Austin Simmons firing again. Snags it over the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Ready, move.
Simmons. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Takes it the other way. Past the 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This guy's going to need an ice bath based on how he's run the football now these last 2 games, David. Back-to-back top 25 wins, in large part because of the way he's running the football. He has been physical, and it's incredible to watch him against really good defenses wear them down. It just seems to get better as the game goes on. This guy has just been a monster in recent games.
He's been an absolute monster, and I think when you're watching this team and you watch him the last 2 weeks against quality opponents and to be this physical, man, this bodes well for this team moving forward. Like, how are you not going to depend on this team or call this team one of the best teams in college football? Back-to-back weeks, physicality. You can't stop me. You know what I'm doing. We're going to run the football, but we do it at such a level, we're still going to beat you.
Here's a give to Hardy. Makes it past the marker. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. 4th down, Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a